We are back at it with some more MX bikes, and I got a special track for you guys today. So shout out to the boy Kels. He is actually working on the Supercross rounds for next year, the 2024 Supercross. And we were able to actually play round one of the 2024 Supercross at A1, aka Anaheim 1. It's still an early development, but man, this place is super sick. Kels is doing an amazing job. I'm just kind of like overviewing it a little bit. There's no crowd just yet. As I said, it's still a work in progress. But man, I've already seen photos from like the first initial process to what it looks like right now. The difference is just insane. You can kind of tell we're in the A1, the Anaheim Stadium. We got the rocks in the background. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kels for allowing me to play this a little bit early. My graphics don't do it justice though, but here are some photos, and I don't know what I got to do to make my game look like this with like the track looking like this, but it looks way better than what my game actually does. So if you guys have the settings like tuned to this, your game would look a little bit better compared to what mine looks like. I don't know what I got to change to make that happen because I have everything on like max here, and yeah, nothing really changes. So I don't really know what I did, but the photos make the track look amazing. Don't judge the track based on my game right here, because I don't know what I got to do to change it. And if you guys know, let me know in the comments. He also said, I got to play with the mask again because the bucket scapes didn't come out exactly how he wanted in the corners. He also said I need to add dozer tracks as well. Other than that, the textures are pretty close to being done, and I can adjust the color to closer to the A1 dirt when the A1 dirt comes out, per se. But yeah, I don't, as my game, as those photos make it look 10 times better than what I have, and I don't know how to change that, so I don't really see those differences in the mask. But regardless, man, I'm just excited to have a Supercross track back again, and we can kind of get like a feel for how A1's going to be. Obviously, it's not to scale of what A1's going to be, but at the end of the day, it is just like the same format, it's the same layout. You get a feel for how it's going to play. And I think Kels did as well, just a great job just like making the track. One thing I will say though is this finish line double is fucking massive, bro. And so is this triple. It boots you. It like goes super high. There is a rhythm that I've been struggling to get, and it's the quad there. You can actually go quad, triple out, and I got it once. We'll try to get it in this video, but it's actually pretty damn tough to get. I'm not gonna lie. But the whoops are actually pretty easy. I haven't had too difficulty of a time with them per se, which is a good thing, because in the other, like the aerial whoops, man, I struggle tremendously. So it's good to just have a whoop section where I don't struggle and I can actually make it through and not like basically die every single lap. But I'm also just excited to get back onto Supercross. It's been a hot minute. Obviously I made some YouTube videos on Supercross and stuff like that from the old tracks, but I'm excited for next year, dude. Like, I'm kind of getting the itch to play a little bit more here and there, as you guys can see from the videos. I mean, we posted a couple of them. I love playing Supercross in this game in general. It's just one of my favorite things to do for this game is to play Supercross. Not as much as outdoors per se, but Supercross is always my favorite thing to do. I remember like back in the day before last year started up, me and the boys were grinding at night, just messing around on the test Supercross tracks, and like it was so much fun. Oh my god, I just did it. Oh crap, I cased it, but that was the line right there. You can go like triple and then triple. Oh, okay, you can go triple out. I'm excited to get back into the Supercross flow. We still have a few months. It's only October 11th when I'm recording this, so we still obviously have a long ways to go, a couple more months before Supercross even starts. But at the end of the day, I'm just excited, man. I'm excited to get back in the flow, get back into the public races, try to find my flow again, because let's be real, I am absolute dog water at this game right now. Playing it or not playing it for a while, it was a bad idea if I want to go back into the Supercross series, because I don't have a good feel for the bikes. I have a kind of a good feel for this Husky right now, this Husky 450, but all the other bikes, I don't know how to ride them anymore. I'm literally struggling. I remember going back onto Kelch's new Paula track, and I hopped on a few different bikes, and I was absolutely down horrendously. I wanted to record some stuff like in a public lobby, and I just could not find a flow, and that's why I did the video of just like riding around, and that was actually on this bike. It was just so much easier. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. That's it right there. I tried for 20 minutes to get that rhythm section, and I got it down almost like perfectly right now in this video. That's pretty freaking sick. But as you can see, like the whoop section, it doesn't, even though like I'm kind of getting a little bit tossed out, I'm not like dying, which is a good thing. As I say that, I almost died. Kells also mentioned that he plans to do all 17 rounds. And if he does, man, that's going to be super, super epic. I remember last year we got, I would say, probably like 7 or 8 rounds of what Kells created along with Cast. And those were a lot of fun. We actually did a couple Super Bowl videos on those. And then everybody kind of got busy, so we never really finished that series off with those. But regardless, I'm excited to see what he can do with track maps and stuff like that, because like this one I think is already better than what he did last year. It just has a better flow to it, has a better feel to it. That's just his ability to create tracks now. I mean, they just like, he stepped up his game compared to last year where he was, and it's just awesome to see. And I'm excited to see what he can do in the future for these, because obviously this is his first round, right? So he's still in the works, trying to get the kinks out and stuff like that. And then like when we get to like say round 15, round 16, 17, man, like these things are going to be like super freaking good, and I'm excited for that point. I will say I am getting a little bit more comfortable on these OEMs. I guess, like I said, just like this Husky bike, I guess, more than anything. But I am getting a feel for it a little bit better. I do think that running the 90 in the front instead of the 80 helps a little bit. And I am getting just familiar with like how the physics is going to work and stuff like that. Do I think it's better than the old physics? I really don't know. I really have no idea. I know that a lot of people play the factory bikes because they like that more than these bikes. I really don't touch the factory bikes right now because I'm trying to get used to these bikes, just because I don't know if I can go back and forth between the bikes. And I also need to get practice on these bikes just for like the series coming up and stuff like that. But what do you guys feel? Do you guys like the factory bikes more than the OEM bikes, or do you like the OEM bikes more than the factory bikes? Like, what is your go-to right now? I know that the factory bikes kind of saved MX bikes a little bit when the OEMs didn't really get released. But is everybody kind of feeling the same way, or are we feeling that like the new OEMs are a little bit better than the last OEMs? I really don't know. A lot of people are saying that if you didn't ride the YZ from last OEM, and then you played these OEMs, it is better. But if you played like that Yamaha, if you ride the YZ a lot, that YZ was better than these OEMs. I don't know if that makes sense. It kind of makes sense to me, because that's all I did was ride the YZ, and obviously I felt like the YZ was the best bike. And we just used the YZ nonstop, and you guys can see that in previous videos that we had where we're trying to race other bikes and it just doesn't go as well. And then we race the YZ and we do like 10 times better. And then getting onto these, I feel more comfortable on the Husky than I do the YZ, but I don't know why. Like, I tried to adjust my settings for the YZ, but I still felt like it was super twitchy and super bouncy. And with this Husky, and shout out to the boy Wash, his setup, I mean, I just feel very comfortable. I still get the weird physics on like outdoor tracks. I haven't really got them on this track per se, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, because I would really love some feedback on different settings that you guys are using, whether it's suspension settings or just settings in general that you make the feel that it feels better, makes the OEM feel better, or makes the bike feel better. I really don't know. I seriously have no idea. So many people are like saying so many different things. So I really don't even know what the right answer is anymore for all these bikes. I know a lot of people are riding the Suzuki. I know a lot of people are riding this Husky, and I heard the Husky 250 is also pretty damn good. I tested out the Kawasaki 250, and I thought that was pretty damn good, but I didn't really test out any of the other bikes. But what bike is like the best bike? Is it the Suzuki? Is it this Husky? Is it a Honda? Is it like Yamaha? Or is it the Gascats? Like, which bike is the best bike? I have no idea. I need to find out the meta, you know what I'm saying, so I can play with that, so I can actually do decent. I also just got to get back into public lobbies. I really don't want to do public lobbies like outdoors per se. I would much rather just try to get some more Supercross in, because that's what I kind of feel like doing. But at the same time, I said this in the last bikes video, we are number 16 for the GP series. So I feel like we got to get a little testing in so we can show some love for that number for next year. and just kind of go from there. It doesn't start for a little bit though, so I'm not too worried, but at the end of the day, I still got to get a little bit more practice in. If you guys are excited for some Supercross, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what your guys' early predictions are for the Supercross series as well, like for the 250 East and West, the 450 class. Let me know what your guys' early predictions. We're gonna do a predictions video, so be on the lookout for that later on this year. But let me know in the comments who you guys got winning everything. I'm not gonna say mine because every time I predict something, bro, they crash or they just freaking fail, man. So I'm not doing that. But I am excited for the season. Thank you guys so much for the love on all of these videos, man. It really does mean a lot. Thank you guys so much for the love. Big shout out to the boy Kels, man. He's been killing it with all of the tracks that he's done recently. He's dropped some bangers recently, so make sure you guys show some love for Kels on his tracks. Make sure you guys show support for him as well on the MX Bikes mods page. He's been killing it. I'm excited for these Supercross rounds. I'm excited for everything else he has in store too. So be on the lookout for more tracks, more Supercross tracks. And hopefully I can get you guys a link to this track when it drops, because it's going to be freaking good. And I'm already feeling like it might be a really good racy track with everybody in the pubs. So I'm excited for that. But thank you guys so much for the love. We'll catch you guys back here in tomorrow's video. I'm out, boys. I'm out. Peace.